Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. What are the vibes? How are you all today? Is everything great? So for today's episode, as you all must have seen from the title, it's 20 lessons learned in 20 years. And we're gonna go step by step for every single lesson. Let's start in one, two, three. For lesson one, you can't change the way that someone thinks. Their opinions, their values, they are an accumulation of the kind of life they've lived. And inherently, you cannot change someone unless they are willing to change. That inherent willingness should emerge within their own being, and it should not be any external factor that will pressurize them into changing into something else. As a person, you cannot force someone to change. At the end of the day, however much hurdles and problems come up in their life, they will only change if they want to. As a matter of fact, you can't change anyone unless they choose to change themselves. Number two, leaving things in the will of God because He knows what's best for you. It prevents you from starting that self sabotage spiral in which you go deep. And in this case, it is absolutely freeing to leave every single thing in His hands because you know that whatever outcome there will be, it will be for the best. He wants the best for you. And he will always act in your best interest, and nothing can possibly go wrong in such a situation. Then we have number three. Invest in your hobbies, your extracurriculars, go outside of your school, college, etc. Get yourself involved in those club workshops, something that is outside, something for fun, that builds a community feeling that helps you progress forward and get those extra skills. And when you have that community along with you, rather than just individually working towards something, it is an entirely different feeling because all of you are progressing simultaneously. It expands your horizon and introduces you to new people who have different kind of mindset, which might help you develop these new habits and mindsets that you might learn from these new people. Then number four, not leaving things midway because it gets tough. I have done the mistake sometimes because the self-doubt got to me and I was exhausted pursuing something wherein I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But that was my mistake because your desire for that goal should overpower every single hurdle. Only then you'll be bound for greater success to emerge all of those hurdles that come in between that prevent you from actually succeeding. Your desire needs to overpower every single. We have number five. Time is running out. You can't simply sit back and assume that I'll start when the right time comes. How will you know when the right time comes? If you sit like that, the time will never ever come. There will always be something or the other in between. Yeah, you'll start next year, yeah, you'll start the next week. It's not gonna come. There is no right time. You have to start now in this very moment. Waiting to feel ready is another excuse to stall. Then number six, we have being seen is scary. But you know what else is scary? Wasting your potential. The fear of being seen, the fear of being noticed, the fear of being in everyone's line of sight, that is immensely evident. However, if you do not go out of your way to stand out, it will cost your potential. It will cost you a lot of experiences. What if regrets, etc. Number seven, be cringy, be challenged. I don't understand what the concept of nonchalant is. Like, I mean, do it. Go the hard way. Do every single thing that you want to do. Stop being like nonchalant. Like, I don't get. Feel your emotions, bro. Be present. Be cringy. Feel it all. Let life emerge to you. Like, feel the life. Feel what you're doing. Be present. Then we have number eight. In order to get over something stupid that you've done, you gotta move on. And how do you do that? By forgiving yourself. It is difficult, of course, by forgiving every single thing around you, that person who has hurt you, even if they don't deserve it, even if they've done nothing to actually deserve your forgiveness. But you have to forgive that person and you have to forgive yourself in order to move on. Because if you have those begrudging feelings within your own self, within your heart, deep inside, even though you're like not evident, it exists in your heart. It's some small quantity, and you never know. The more it's wrapped, it simmers, the more deeply embedded it is, when it will start emerging and burst like a volcano. So you need to forgive and move on. That is like the best method to move on. By forgiving, by being the bigger person, you can be the bigger person. Let it simmer for some time, but do not extend it needlessly. You need to forgive it after one point of time, or else you'll be caged within those feelings for the longest time ever and you'll have no way out. Then nine, stop being so hard on yourself. Like, this is the first time that you're living your life. There's no right or wrong. There's no handbook for leading your life in a right path. There's nothing of that sort. You can always learn from other people's mistakes, your own mistakes. You can fall and you can get up again. The main mistake is that if you fall and you don't get up, that is on you. But you can fall, you can make some mistakes, you can fail, but it is your decision, it is in your discretion to learn from them, get up, and then move on. Strengthen yourself up from the ground. You learn, you get up, and the cycle repeats itself. There's no right, there's no wrong. One method might work for them, another might work for you. There is no strict guideline or rules regulations for leading a life. Even if you have the same goals, the same path, the way you achieve that goal will be different from the other person. Nothing can be same, and there is no right way of doing it. It's just how we tailor our methods and how we go on. Number 10, step outside. Go beyond the four corners of your room, or else those walls will overpower you. Breathe. You realize how minute and insignificant your worries are in comparison to the entire world. It will be like a speck in the universe. You'll feel that whatever you're worrying about in the moment will feel like a minute speck in the universe. It will not compare at all. And it will leave you with immense amount of relief because everyone has their own problem. And when you look at it like that, you'll be like, I'm not the only one who's sailing this boat. There are others as well. Number 11, do not attach expectations towards anyone, not your family, not your siblings, not your friends. Because then if you attach these expectations to people, if you expect something from someone, it'll always lead you towards disappointment and regret. Rather, expect things from God, no one else. Because when you expect things from people, they'll have this power over you that'll end up controlling you. And the moment you willingly give that power away to the other person, game off, you lose. The kind of leverage that will end up with you in disappointment. Number 12, growth happens in discomfort. It will be absolutely uncomfortable because of the unfamiliarity. You would be so desperate to go back into your cocoon because that is familiar, because that is what is comfortable, and that is what we've been surrounded with for our entire lifetime. But in order to truly grow, you need to step outside. If you really want to reach your true potential, you have to give up on feeling comfortable, because that kind of an environment makes it easy because that's familiar and that is what you've known your entire life. But in order to progress and reach your potential, you have to remove yourself, extract yourself from the roots, from that particular ground. 13, taking a break is quintessential. Wouldn't you want to return back to work in a more productive zone rather than feeling drained and exhausted because it keeps on happening, and you don't have any time to take a break? They're extremely necessary and should not be seen as waste of time. Rather, they should be seen as an investment for leveling up your productivity. Number 14, rather than focusing on the end result, try loving the journey in between, because that will instill your discipline and determination to outlast your doubt. Find something amidst the process and fall in love with it truly, so that it keeps you going till the end goal, because sometimes we might falter and we might fall. So that entire journey needs to be truly the place where we thrive, to remain laser focused on that goal, because that will help you last in the game longer. Number 15, build yourself up. Build a life you like. Have friends that you like, because that is how you make your life easier. There'll be many hurdles that will be thrown at you. There'll be many situations where you have to experience certain uncomfortable things. However, having such friends around whom you can share your grievances, problems, etc., who can help you with the solution, is what is eminent while life throws things at you. Number 16, every single thing in your life is your choice. Till birth, that is all predetermined, genetics, etc. That is the family lineage, etc. But after that, every single thing is in your discretion. You can choose what you want to do. Every single thing means every minute decision, including which shoes you would like to wear, what color of outfit that you would want to wear for today, how you approach people, what mode you are in. You can choose that. What kind of thought emerges in your brain, you can choose that. You can choose to think positively. You can choose to be optimistic. You can change the negative thought into a positive one. Whether you will snooze your alarm today or not, whether you will sleep in early or not, every minute thing in life is your decision. Number 17, if you have an intrusive thought, let it be. Let it exist. Do not ever act on it. Since you believe that it is an intrusive thought, let it be. Do not let it overpower you. Move on, because it's not relevant. Let it pass. Do not let your emotions overpower you. They're abstract. Let them flow. Let them calm, let them pass by. Be rational, be logical. Do not make decisions by being absorbed by them. Always think about your pros and cons. Do not ever act on intrusive thought. Do not ever make an impulsive decision. Let your emotions pass. Be free of them. Feel them, but be free of them. Do not be bound by them. Number 18. Anything someone says is a projection. It's a projection. Trust me on this. Do not focus on it, especially if it's negative. They are projecting their insecurities. They are projecting their views, opinions onto you, which is not true. It does not apply to you. It will ruin you the more you let it in. The more you listen to it, the more power you give it. It's you willingly giving the rein over your string, and they can make you their little puppet who can be operated by them. One simple fact is that they are projecting their views in you. Nothing else. Nothing else. You can choose what you want to think. Do not be absorbed by external projections. Number 19. Be delusional. I know what I said right now sounds kind of, but trust me, be delusional. You will manifest such things that you never know could happen. Let go of that within the box kind of thing. Aim for higher, aim for greater things. Go outside the box. Let your brain think about the most ambitious thing ever. Be ambitious, bro. Be delusional. Do not underplay yourself ever. Do not underplay yourself. Even if someone thinks that you're crazy for having those goals, those ambitions, let them think that. That is their limit. That is not your limit. Never ever limit yourself. Never ever limit yourself. That is their limit. That just indicates their limit. It does not indicate your limit. You can dream as much as you want to. You can dream, you can be delusional, you can imagine, you can want as much as you want. You are ambitious. You are ambitious. Alright? Do not ever stop being delusional to manifest good things in life. Because we are meant for greatness. Only those who truly believe they are meant for greatness will achieve those things. So have that innate, unwavering belief and trust within yourself, and be delusional. Go big or go home. Alright? And for the final one, drum roll. Number 20. Do not go back to your past again and again. Maybe sometimes you can let that nostalgic wave hit you in the gut. Sometimes it's fine. But do not repeat it again and again. Do not let that cycle emerge. Because you are living in the present, in this moment right now. So you have to think about the present and the future, what's about to come. There's no point crying over spilled milk. It has happened, it has occurred. You just need to move on. If you keep on letting your brain mull over the past, you're willingly wasting your time. Think about what if I would have done that, think about had I responded like that, etc. etc. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, in all honesty. This is a reason why you are living this life right now. Only look forward, tread forward, and plan forward. Because romanticizing the past and glorifying it will only lead to your waste of time. We are better than that. We do not like wasting our time at all. We only think about progress. It for the 20 lessons that I've learned. Surprisingly, I'm turning 20 and I don't know how to feel. I feel low-key lost. I'm not lost in that sense. I have certain goals in mind, I have certain ambitions that I want to reach by the end of this year, but reaching 20 is an unfamiliar feeling. It's like I still consider myself 16 mentally. So, I mean, I stopped growing after 16. And that is sad in a way because I did experience a lot of fun things in between and some questionable things in between. However, I think that I am very grateful and extreme peace at where I stand right now, except for the fact that my age is increasing. So that is a sad thing. But I love what I am doing right now. I love the present moment. I'm so grateful. I'm absolutely grateful for what is going on right now in my life and the people around me. It's absolutely entertaining. I love being busy. I have such opportunities. I have such willingness to actually go after what I want. I basically love my life right now at this point of time. Had you asked me whether I would love myself like a few years back, I would have said no. But for these 2 years, I've realized that regardless of any kind of insecurity, regardless of any kind of mistakes that I make, I have to come back to myself. And I love myself, and because I know inherently that I'll be able to move on from it. We are wired that way. So I love myself right now. Whatever I'm doing, however many mistakes I make, however slow my progress is going, I do respect myself. I love myself because at least I'm doing, at least I am out there, and I will be traveling. So I'm grateful for that. That is like basically my birthday gift. But yeah, that's it for the video today, guys. And I'll see you guys next week for a brand new one. Next week I'll be traveling. Anyways, those vlogs will be coming in as well. Yes, I want to ace up with those vlogs. So travel vlog, and I think something else as well. I think food vlog perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see. And thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate it. Absolutely. Take care. Have a great day, or night, or morning, whatever. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.